Tonight on Tom's Over Schools Today, we will take a look at your upcoming weather.
And as always, we have a look at some of the events from around the district. Tom's Over Schools Today starts in 2 minutes.
Spend all your time waiting for that second chance, for a break that would make it okay. There's always some reason to feel not good enough, and it's hard at the end of the day. I need some distraction. Oh, beautiful release. Memories seep from my veins. Let me be empty. Oh, weightless, and maybe I'll find some peace tonight. In the arms of the angel, fly away. For outcasts and rebels, or anyone who just dares to be different. And you've been trying for so long to find out where your place is, but in their narrow minds there's no room for anyone who dares to do something different. Oh, but listen for a minute. Trust the one who's been where you are, wishing all it was sticks and stones. Those words cut deep, but they don't mean you're all alone, and you're not invisible. Hear me out. There's so much more to life than what you're feeling now.
Hello and welcome to Tom's Over Schools Today for Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019. I'm Alexia of Gen U.
And I'm Brooke Dudar. Later on tonight, we will check out your weather, and we look at how one teacher from High School East is really making a difference.
But up first tonight, we take a look at our elementary schools and our elementary happening segment.
Our elementary happenings. All students, be sure to wear your school colors and support your school every Friday.
Let's take a look at today's random fact of the day.
Hi, I'm Ben Cagno, and this is your random fact of the day. Did you know 101 Dalmatians and Peter Pan are the only two Disney cartoon features with both parents that are present and don't die throughout the movie?
It's time to take a trip around the world in our 60-second road trip. Can you guess where we are today?
When you're too in love to let it go. never try, you'll never know just what you were. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you.
It was a terrifying weekend for a family of 7 on an icy lake in Ohio. They all fell through the thin ice into the frigid water below. Luckily, fishermen who knew how to help were nearby. Nadine Grimley has the story.
Scott Olstrom was back on the ice fishing in his shanty on Mosquito Lake this morning, but Sunday, just as he finished packing up his gear.
I heard screaming, which I thought was someone who caught a big fish, and they were yelling and screaming and celebrating. As I looked out, there was an ice shanty at a 45-degree angle, and I could see 3 heads in the water.
Olstrom called 911 and gave his rope to other fishermen who helped save a family of 7, including 3 children who fell through the ice.
Zach was carrying one of the twins who was just dripping wet and shaking like crazy, and I grabbed him halfway off the dock, put him in the passenger side, turned the heat on high.
I guess they were using old ice fishing holes. When we had that little warm spot, the holes had expanded, which probably even made the ice thinner to where they were.
Firefighter paramedic Rob Wasser is also an ice fisherman. He says right now the ice just isn't safe. And with water temperatures in the 30s, it only takes minutes for hypothermia to set in.
The ice has had somewhat of a slow start this year because we've had a warmer than average January up to this point.
The family was taken to the hospital, but they've all since been released.
They're extremely lucky because had they not had other people around them to assist them in getting out, it could have been very, very bad.
It was a group of 10 to 12 guys all out here, all helping whenever they could and however they could.
In Bezetta, Nadine Grimley, WKBN 27 First News.
It is now time for us to take a look at the dictionary.com's word of the day. Today's word is cumulate, meaning to gather in a pile or a heap. And for today's sentence, the systems cumulate data over a period of years.
Now we are going to take a short break, but coming up, we take a look at our intermediate happenings.
And we also take a look at your weather, so stick around, we'll be right back. Starting off intermediate happenings, at Intermediate North, school apparel is available and on display in the front entrance of the building. Order forms are available in the main office of the school.
Moving to Intermediate East, all band members, our dress rehearsal is tomorrow, and our concert day and night are on Thursday, January 24th. All information is in our Google Classroom, and info sheets are in the band room.
It is now time for our environmental tip of the day. Each day we will bring you a tip that will help save the environment. Let's take a look at today's tip.
If you'll be away from your computer for more than 20 minutes, change it to sleep mode.
On this show, we will bring you a tip of the day, so stay tuned tomorrow as we give you another way to help save the environment.
It is now time for another break. Coming up later in the show, we will take a look at your high school happenings.
Tom's River Schools Today will be right back.
Every day is so wonderful, and suddenly it's hard to breathe. Now and then I get insecure from all the pain. I'm so ashamed. I am beautiful, no matter what they say. Load up on guns and bring your friends. It's fun to lose and to pretend she's overboard and self-assured. Oh no, I know a dirty word. Hello, 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 hello. With the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now, entertain us. I feel stupid and contagious. Here we are now, entertain us.
Starting off our high school happenings, attention students and staff, the school store is now open to serve you. We are stocked with all your Raider apparel needs, including Champion and Under Armour brands. The school store is open every day after school from 1:40 to 2 p.m. We also have Yoo-Hoo Snap-on water for $1, as well as many delicious snacks to get you energized for your after-school practices. Stop in soon. It's time to get Raiderized.
Attention seniors, baby ads for the yearbook are due February 16th. Check the Instagram for details. See Mrs. Consign and W12 for any questions.
Let's now stop in with Mrs. Chatton, a new teacher here at High School East. Let's stop in and see how her class is going.
I'm Sophia Sakowitz for Tom's River School Today. Miss Chatton is one of our newest chemistry teachers. Let's take a look inside her day.
So the chlorine and the hydroxide are going to switch spots.
I went to Rowan University because I knew that they had a really good science program, and as a chemistry major you needed to have a strong background in chemistry, so Rowan was the best choice.
Double my coefficients. So I'm going to put a 2 in front of CC.
In high school, my high school chemistry teacher sparked an interest in me to want to pursue chemistry. Then ultimately I became a teacher.
GNO3.
I love it here. It's a huge family experience. I coach 2 sports here. I coach field hockey and lacrosse, and I just feel like I belong here, and I'm really happy that I'm here.
Bromine is by itself.
I think I live for the light bulb moments when when someone doesn't understand something and then that light bulb finally goes off, that's probably the best feeling in the world.
Standard matter denotation we put for water all the time.
Wow, Miss Chatton is such a great teacher. From Tom River Schools Today, I'm Sophia Sakowitz.
Attention all students, the homeroom with the best attendance for the month will win a free breakfast.
Attention all students, anyone who had perfect attendance for the month of January will put in a drawing for a great prize. Looking for community service hours while having fun? Volunteer to be a tutor at Eastover, Cedar Grove, or Hooper Ave Elementary after school for an hour at your convenience. Please see Mrs. Fitzgerald in double W30 or M22 for your application packet.
Attention Raiders, winter formal is right around the corner. Any girl looking for a gorgeous dress, we have hundreds of beautiful dresses in Cinderella's closet. Any guys looking for a sharp-looking suit, we have those too. See Mrs. Steinhardt in the Media Center or sign up in the main office for an appointment. Attention bilingual seniors. There will be a seal of biliteracy test on Tuesday, February 5th to become certified bilingual. The languages that will be available are Arabic, Chinese, French, German, Korean, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, Italian, Hindi, Japanese, Thai, and more. There will be an informational meeting held on January 8th right after school in the Media Center. For registration and questions, see Mrs. Rodriguez in E29 or any other world language teacher.
Let's now take a look at what grinds our gears.
Hi, I'm Danielle, and what really grinds my gears is when people don't pick up their feet when they walk.
It's now for us to take a short break. After the break, we take a look at your 3-day forecast.
Tom's River Schools Today will be right back.
Another day is gone. I'm still all alone. How could this be? You're not here with me. You never said goodbye. Someone tell me why. Did you have to go and leave my world so cold? Every day I sit and ask myself, how did I slip away? Something whispers in my ear and says that you are not alone. I am here with you, though you're far away. I am here to stay, but you're not alone. I am here with you, though we're far apart. You're always in my heart, but you're not.
Let's now take a look at our 3-day forecast. Coming up tomorrow, it will be cloudy but warmer with a high of 48 and a low of 47. For Thursday, there is a chance of rain with a high of 54 and a low of 26. And finally, for Friday, the sun comes back with a high of 37 and a low of 19. Taking a look at today's sports, Sunday's AFC Championship game could be a turning point for a homeless man in Kansas City. David Conklin received a free ticket to the game from the Kansas City Chiefs player Jeff Allen. That's after Concord helped get his car out of the snow when he was headed to an earlier game. As Steve Dial reports, the experience is helping Concord and turn his entire life around.
Sometimes we take things for granted, things as simple as having a ticket to an NFL game.
It's crazy. I ain't never been nothing like this in my life. Like, it's wonderful. I thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? I thank Jeff and his wife, you know, and his family, and, you know, for blessing me with this opportunity to enjoy something like this.
A random act of kindness last week sent a homeless man to the biggest game in Arrowhead history.
I'm nervous as all get out. I mean, like, I ain't never been nothing like this. Look, hey, look how many people's here. I mean, I ain't never been to a game. I ain't never even been to a preseason or a regular season game, let alone something like this. This is like once in a opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Could be once in a lifetime opportunity.
Since Chiefs player Jeff Allen made a public post about Dave helping pull his car out of the snow, the community has reacted in a big way. A hotel gave him a 5-night stay. Thousands of dollars were raised and clothes donated. Even Dave got his car new windows. Now, while the focus is on the Chiefs, Dave knows he will have to prove that he's turning his life around, leaving a life of crime and letting people know he's a changed man.
If I got my sister, she's gonna help me move forward with it, with a lot of different, you know what I'm saying, different things, different activities to keep me busy and keep me. I'm trying to do some things for the community.
Wrapping up tonight's show, it can be difficult to wrap your head around all these numbers, keep up with the analysis, and imagine the impact of all the forecasts. So good sports analogy might be helpful. Richard Quest took the ice with the hockey team in Davos to check the economy for us.
Ah, the peace of the Swiss mountains. Tranquil, a place to think amidst the quiet. Hockey Club Davos makes its presence felt. When they train, you know about it. The club's right next door to Weth. Leaders should come here to learn a few tricks. Think of the players as today's economic problems. The speed of going on the attack. The ferocity when things go wrong. Just staying upright is a challenge. First up, get more padding for when things go wrong.
Make a step forward.
What do you mean make a step forward? Can barely move. Force it. Yes.
Good.
Right.
Good. And
now we're ready with all the tools.
No, not though.
What?
Not though. So, this is to block the pack and this is to catch the pack.
Now we're ready to attack the global economy. Think of me as the global economy. Fragile, uncertain, not sure of what to do, needing all the help I can get. So onto the ice and what the world is facing today. Brexit, where no one knows what's happening and everyone seems to be going in circles. Then there's the US and China bashing each other over trade. The world's economy caught in the middle could fall over. Finally, growth. After several years of speed, countries like China are slowing, and for some, it may come to a sudden stop. If we don't get it right, it won't be pretty. What about style and grace?
Doesn't really matter as long as you win.
HC Davos may not be having their best year ever, but they are a good example of how to get the economy right. What all this shows is that if everyone pushes in the same direction, instead of trying to pull it all apart, well, the global economy stands some chance of staying on its own 2 feet. Richard Quest, CNN, Davos!
Remember, if you have a story you would like us to cover,
or if you have an announcement about an upcoming event, please send an interschool mail to the TV studio at High School East, or you can email us at tv21@trschools.com.
Also, be sure to tune into TV21 throughout the day to catch this show as we bring you stories from around the district. Also, please take a look at our website, www.trschools.com/TV21.
Well, that's a wrap for tonight's show. For Tom's River Schools Today, I'm Brooke Dudar.
And I'm Alexia Evgeniu. Have a great night.